yeah. But she was like, well, what are we gonna do with the baby? I was like, baby can be on the podcast.
Yeah. Why not?
You're making some executive decisions here, bro.
That's true. It's true. I guess I should have run it past you guys first.
Hey, you know what? If you showed up with a baby, I think we'd be okay with it.
Baby's my manager.
Yeah.
What would be like our highest listened to podcast?
Yeah.
Like somehow we're like,
It's just
oh,
a baby
man,
like-
that's the formula. No
Me
pun intended.
saying I'm gonna sit over here and be like, yo, we're gonna have to pivot hard. Good thing some of our friends got babies.
Well,
now.
like, you see what is popular for kids on YouTube?
Yeah.
it's just-
unboxing.
Unboxing and videos of people playing with other toys.
Yeah. Have you seen the Barbie toys? Like there's this woman from no, actually it's children. They make up stories with their Barbies.
Really?
Everything has 1.2 million views. All of it. It's just like Barbie goes to the mall and just like
And it's nuts.
is nuts.
The kids are just they're so caught up in watching it. They're just like, what is this? Why don't I get to play with
yeah,
these
but
toys?
you know, like you grew up watching like Anaquala Jin and stuff. Like, you know, you watch some stupid stuff.
Anaquala Jin was awesome.
What the what?
Whatever.
Anaquala Jin means ghost with glasses.
Every time you come on, it's got to be a
I
Pakistani
didn't start this.
centric.
Didn't start this.
I
This
was
on
just
him.
wondering if he did, and look, he's Pakistani over here. So rude. Why are you from Pakistan?
You're right. Why?
Yeah.
Boy.
I don't know what was big in Mauritius. It's probably a
No,
guy
it's
with
fine. It's fine.
Do you even know what was big in
I have
Mauritius?
no idea.
Okay.
Do they have television in Mauritius?
Yes, they do.
They just stare at a tree. They're like, "That's a nice tree."
Hey, man, probably healthier for us.
I remember I was in Egypt once for Ramadan, and it's really interesting how the television programming changes during Ramadan. That's like sweeps month. That's when like all the shows put out like their best.
Really?
Yeah, and so you'll have like the soap operas start day one of Ramadan, and they'll start like at iftar time. So all the family gathers around.
hilarious.
Every network has their
no.
soap operas, and they're vying for audiences that are sitting there right before iftar, waiting to break their fast. And these soap operas are just bananas, right? Like they just go over the top in a way that they wouldn't the rest of the year. And these are effusive Egyptians who are over the top as it is.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, what over to the top? Like
Somebody
just
dies every episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
And
heavy.
I mean, in real life, they kill the actor.
They kill the actor. No, it's like it's that kind of stuff. It's just like, you know, wailing grandmother at a funeral, and like the body comes back, and like
right.
Oh man.
During Ramadan.
during every day. So like you're hitting the series finale like
On the
the day
30th.
before Eid.
Nice.
So
That is insane.
it was really
It's
interesting.
a little sad.
I mean, it's sad in one way because you're like, well, I mean, shouldn't you be like focusing on the fasting part? And then
Unless they're starting doing like allegory lessons throughout the episodes.
no.
You know what? It's like this year too. It's like, oh, you know, whatever religious it's Christmas. There's gonna be football on TV. You know, like it's Thanksgiving. Well, that's not religious, but like whatever they can do to put something on TV, they know people are gonna be congregated at home.
Yeah.
And at iftar time, you're like, oh, they can finally indulge in
They have
something.
30 days. We can do 30 days worth
30
of soap
episodes.
operas.
Pakistan, I think, is similar.
That makes me really
Do they have
sad.
that too?
Just to bring it back to Pakistan,
Of course.
just to mess with Yasin.
Of course. Of course. We should just do the whole podcast in Urdu.
Yeah, that would be the best.
We should just speak a language that sounds like Urdu but isn't Urdu.
Just to mess
so
with
Yasin
them.
and your viewers and listeners are confused.
I think it would probably just sound really racist. Like what sounds like Urdu and isn't Urdu? Try it for a second.
I don't want to because you're right. It would sound racist.
It would sound racist.
Dangerous.
So you'd get hate mail.
You know who
Yeah.
gets to do that and no one has a problem with?
What?
Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah sounds like he can speak a bunch of languages, but he's just really good at bullshitting a bunch of languages.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
He's also great at the accents.
Oh, he's like
Yeah,
he's
he is really good with the
he is
accents.
amazing at it.
How does one become good at accents?
Making fun of other cultures from a young age. That's how you get good at accents.
Maybe some white people in my school in grade 1 through 6 should be amazing.
Well, they
I
should have tried
I
harder.
I should go check up on them.
Underachieving racists
I
over
should
here.
go find them on LinkedIn.
You would think we'd have more Russell Peters in Toronto if that was the case.
I think so.
Like more little Russies running around who are really good at impressions.
Comes down to exposure. You're around like
Exposure to the race.
yeah, you're around
racist
some weird races growing up. You're gonna know how to mimic them.
Weird races. As
Any
opposed
race
to,
that isn't yours when you're young
No.
is a weird race.
True enough.
Yeah.
Any race that isn't you. It could be just the race just removed.
Yeah, I remember the first time in like grade 2 where like one of the Jewish kids in my class came to school during Hanukkah and gave me a dreidel as like a gift. Like he gave everyone in the class like little gifts, right? And I got a little yellow dreidel. I think I still have it.
What's a dreidel?
Dreidel, it's like a top that you spin. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
I didn't realize
A
it was
dreidel
something.
we will play.
No.
No?
Is it one with like a string?
No, it's not a string.
no.
It's a
It's just
spinning
a
top,
spinning
and it's
top.
got like 4 sides, and on the 4 sides are like symbols, and it's a game that you play.
All right, if you spin it really hard and you stare at it, you become Christian or Jewish.
I don't know.
With like because is it one of those things where like the repeating images, and if as it spins quicker, it melds into something else?
No, it's literally just a game that children play.
Ah, okay.
I wish though.
This isn't.
If you had like a,
This isn't a top from this isn't your token from Inception or whatever it is.
I was like, well, that's kind of cool if somebody could trans you into becoming Christian. You spin it, you're Muslim. By the time you're done, you're like, what happened?
Yeah. If you spin it backwards, does it change?
Ooh, and you spit it on its top?
You become atheist.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? Speaking of spinning, I was
I was like, what was he gonna say? Speaking of, he could say anything at this point. I'd be okay.
I was in your hometown last week.
H-Town Southside?
H-Town Southside.
Oh shit, girl.
We're gonna talk about the
Sorry. That's
Right.
Houston.
Yeah, no, I
did
figured
my
that part of it.
hometown. We went
I
from
did.
Pakistan to Houston. It's going great.
Well, no, Pakistan to Houston is just basically Pakistan to Pakistan.
Yeah.
I hope you understand this. Houston, like I understand why there's so many brown people in Houston.
Really? It's
Because
because
they
it's
landed
pockets?
there, they walked out of the airport, and they're like, "It's humid,
Yeah.
it's dusty. Did we leave?
Right.
Are we still?
Are we still there?
Are we still there?" And then they're like, "Oh no, wait, black people. No, we're here now."
Yeah, we're definitely here.
Yeah.
We should be quieter.
That's
boy.
that's it. It's and I went through it. I just ate my way through Houston, Austin, and Dallas in like
Yeah,
4
well,
days.
those are great places to eat. Those are some of the
sir.
fattest populations
Yes, sir.
in the U.S.
Yes, sir.
Houston's actually number 1 the year I was there.
That is
Ooh,
my
what's that
phone.
sound?
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
That's all right.
No, it was really good food. Like it was exceptionally good food.
What'd you have?
Okay, so I had agas.
What is that?
That is I think that's my.
Why don't you go get that and mute it? Yeah. It's bugging.
All right,
Go get
fine.
that.
And it's a WhatsApp call, so they don't turn off.
Yeah, well, turn your phone off. You ain't going to be taking any calls right now. This guy's like, it's okay. Beep, beep, beep. It's all right. It's okay. I was like, shut up.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's okay.
No, so
You went to Agas?
yeah, agas.
I don't even know what that is.
Is it
like
place
bar-
or food?
It's food.
Okay. What is it?
It's like South Asian barbecue. And it's so good.
like that noise, man.
This is what we happen. This is what
You got
happens.
low moan.
Right, we're fasting. We inevitably start talking about food.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I took today off. I started weighing 133 yesterday. I was like, danger zone. You can't weigh 133.
Yeah. So for all the
What is-
listeners, Syed sent Yasin and I a photo of a
Weighing scale.
a weigh scale that he had stood on.
Yeah.
And,
Naked.
and it read the lowest in 10 years
Yeah.
Yeah.
that he has weighed 133.
No, that wasn't the
133.
caption. That wasn't what his scale
the
read.
scale said that. The scale said this is the lowest shit you've been on in 3 years.
I spoke to the other scales you used to own.
I know. It was weird. It was weird looking down. It was like, dang.
Do you feel that wind gets stronger now?
No, man, none of that. I just feel weak as crap.
Uh.
I just feel weak as shit.
You definitely have a parasite of some kind.
So I didn't fast today, back up to 137.
It's just water weight, is it not?
I ate 4 lunches. I had like a pizza, a basil box, and like a salad, like a big salad, and then water. I might have just eaten 2 pounds worth of food though, definitely.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
that's
how I do it.
You're back at 135.
What'd you do in Austin? Austin's one of my favorite places in the country.
Austin, I was there for like 3 hours. We went to Torchy Tacos.
Yo, in
Torchy's
that
Tacos?
trailer park?
Yeah.
Yo, that place is dope. I know this place in Austin.
That was literally like we went to Torchy's Tacos in Houston right before we left Houston and driving to Austin.
Yeah.
I liked it so much that as I pulled into Austin, I was like, "Where's the next Torchy's Tacos?"
Yeah, my ass
And I went
hasn't,
right back to Torchy's
my ass
Tacos.
hasn't bleeded yet. Like, no,
that
that
hot?
place. It
hot?
can be.
It can be, yeah.
I
yeah,
bought
yeah.
their hot sauce. It was, it's hot.
And why has no one else caught on to this? You go to Mexican restaurants or you go to anywhere that serves like chips and dip,
Yeah.
and you can get a queso, right? It's like
Queso?
cheese sauce.
Yeah.
But at Torchy's, they have cheese sauce, but then they put a scoop of guacamole inside the cheese sauce. So when you dip in with your chip,
You get a little bit of guac as well.
Cheese sauce and guac on the same chip.
See, it's so stupid because Americans, and most importantly Southerners, are disgusting enough to put peanut butter and jelly in the same jar, thinking that's That's a product. We'll put this. First off, are you aware of peanut butter and jelly in the same jar?
I used to own that. I used to buy
It's
that.
divided, is it not?
It was a mix. It's
No.
just like
Oh, it's a
The ones
mix.
I had were like a swirl.
yeah, it's a swirl. There's no way you're getting one or the other.
No, the whole point of peanut butter and jelly is that it comes together in the sandwich.
Yes, of course. But
Not
you
when
need-
you're texting, dude. Those people are gross. They'll
But
put
the-
anything in their body.
But the thing is, with the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like I've discovered the appropriate ratio. It's 1.33 to 1 of peanut butter to jelly.
I don't know math, but that sounds weird. Keep going.
If you have
third.
if you have more than 1.33 to 1 of peanut butter, it's too much peanut butter and it's too thick in your mouth. Like it's just like no.
Who? Okay, continue.
And if you have it the other way, where it's less than 1.33 to 1,
Soaks right through the bread.
the jam is just everywhere, right? Like it doesn't adhere to the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Also, like I don't understand when you watch like commercials where they're putting any type of spread.
Yeah.
It's like an inch thick.
Yeah.
Whereas like when normal people just like it's like
We try to do it like butter.
yeah
Just like
Exactly.
on there.
That's why my parents were very confused the first time they ordered a cream cheese bagel at Tim Hortons.
Where they
Yeah, what is up with
they're like,
that?
what? They were like,
Did you use the whole container?
put
Yeah.
some of this on the side? We'll take it home. We'll take it home later.
It's so weird because you ask for ketchup anywhere, they're gonna give you 2, maybe 3. You ask for cream cheese at at Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
the hole, which is that hole has
Plugged.
enough cheese
Yeah.
for another bagel. You're like, why? Why are you giving me? What's wrong with it?
And the thing is, if you get urban garlic cream cheese, which I always get, and you bite into that hole where there's all the cream cheese, it's just like a urban garlic explosion.
I can't
That
even.
just doesn't. It
No, I
doesn't
normally wipe that or
I
wipe
wipe
it
that
off.
right
You
off.
wipe it off?
Yeah, I
See,
poke
don't.
it through and let it fall on the floor.
I don't. I'm like, I paid for this.
See, this is why we end up talking about Pakistan. It's because this guy's so Pakistani. He's like, I paid for this. I know there's no value in this, but it's going right in my mouth.
It is more detrimental to me than beneficial to eat it, but I paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have it.
Jeez.
Fair enough.
But I really liked Houston.
Houston's good, man.
I didn't think I would.
Was it interesting being around that many black people?
I lived in Philly
Okay, how long did you live in Philly?
2 years.
I've never been to Philly.
2 years.
I miss being around that many like black people and Mexicans.
It was so I went to a university graduation,
Okay.
and that's why I went.
Which university?
University of Houston.
Oh, okay. That's my sister went.
And I realized that University of Houston is like it's a public school. It's a decent school, but it's a school that a lot of people can get into.
Right.
So there's like a large swath of the population that goes there, really diverse. And so after the graduation, you had like sorority groups that were just singing and like stepping and like you had
Stepping. You know about stepping?
Is it like claps and then stomps?
Yeah. You know stepping.
stepping.
We had a step team. We had like cheerleading team, step team.
Really?
They were at basketball games, stepping. Anyways,
Were you on the step team?
hell no, man. There was black people there. They didn't let me step. I went to LSEC. Like,
What's the hierarchy in all of this? Band, stepping, cheerleaders, and the athletes.
band is pretty high. Well, athletes is
pretty-
number 1.
Yeah, athletes is. I'd
always
say
number
band
1.
is 2.
Band is 2.
Really?
Step
Like
is actually.
if you're on like the marching band,
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
definitely. And that's a
Like,
crew. You don't mess with that. It's like a gang.
You're pulling girls with the best of the quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
could
I mean,
be.
they're band girls.
Yeah,
band
yeah.
girls. They're still
That's
girls.
fine. That's fine. No, I'm
They know
just.
how to drum. They know how to blow. Well, and then they also know how to do the trumpet. I don't know. Sorry. But it's a whole community. The band thing is big. You can there's band rivalries too, because bands will communicate at like football games. There'll be a back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll do yo mama jokes with the flute. I'm like,
Right.
this is amazing.
One will do like move, bitch, get out the way, and the other one will do like something else. What's a good one?
Beat it. Michael Jackson's Beat
Okay, so one band's weak. What are you gonna do? What are you
It.
gonna
One
do?
band's better than the other.
But they will go hard. And then you have, in my opinion, then you have step, because step is aggressive. Step is like pop, 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 pop. I know that was.
It's the sound of a nursery
But
rhyme.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
It's
And
so
then-
aggressive. It's a nursery.
And then cheerleaders, just to compete, are just trying to throw women as high as they can.
I'd say
Like,
cheerleaders at the probably
they're the bottom. But cheerleaders
But like
get
for athletic level, they should be
pretty
number
high.
2.
They get
yeah.
injured too.
Yeah.
You're
But
just tossing women.
I mean, why are you changing the criteria? You didn't say athletic level. You just said
You know what? That's true. I only asked for general hierarchy. I'm sorry. The guy who asks the most weird ass questions. I'm sorry for moving it.
Yeah.
yeah, you better be sorry.
Yeah. But do you miss Houston?
I miss Houston tremendously. I really miss Mexicans.
And we're there.
What?
I don't know where to go.
Mexicans are the best.
I mean,
what?
They'll just
expand
have
on
like a front yard barbecue at 2 a.m. And I don't mean in a grill. I mean, they'll just dig a hole and start grilling. Like,
Yeah, but do you get invited to these?
yeah, they bring you over pork, even though they know you don't. They're like, hey, hombre, mira, mira. And they're like, no exaggeration. They're like super.
I wish there was a loophole in the religion that if your neighbor comes over and gives you food,
yeah.
that it's okay to say yes, just for the sake of solidarity of neighborship.
I would take it. I just wouldn't do anything with it because it felt like, oh, thank you. And then the next day I was like, thanks, man. That was really something.
Because I've had vegetarian pork chop. Yeah, right.
know what to say to you
exactly.
right now.
Exactly.
How?
Right.
How'd you have it?
The entire the Buddhist followers of Buddhism, they have they can't eat any meat, and as a result, over years they have learned how to make
How to lie to themselves.
yes how to make soy into meat that tastes like it. Not only that, not only does it taste like it, but again, obviously it tastes like it just based on what I can tell. Also, they've changed texture. So like they in one thing they have like the gelatinous thing, the one that's a little bit more crispy on the outside with a little bit of like soft tender meat on the inside. It's all put together. I know is, you know what? If you didn't know that it was soy, you would have a hard time trying to
You think
decipher.
it was haram?
Yeah. Yeah, while I was eating it, I thought it was haram. And it was amazing.
Hypothetical question.
Yeah, go for
If
it.
it's grown in a lab,
Yeah,
right? Meat's
right.
getting grown in labs. I know it's expensive right now.
Right.
It gets cheaper. Can we have pork then?
I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Yeah, right?
Really?
Yeah.
You could say yes. I would still say no
Why?
Why?
because it's still pork.
No.
Was it ever really pork?
It wasn't. It was never pork. Now it's just it's
A series of proteins.
exactly that's bonded in such a way that replicates the taste of pork. It's not pork.
Yeah, but they're proteins that are grown out of
These
pork.
proteins
No, they-
never.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're going and where you're coming from.
It was never a pig. It didn't like do the pig things that we don't like. It's been in a lab its whole life. I
Yeah.
can't judge it in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that opens up a whole.
I know it does, because what if you have a pig that never acted like a pig because you kept it in a way and then ate it?
No, that's not
No?
it.
Okay,
No,
what
I
if-
think the other thing is that
I
like,
pictured a gentleman pig.
A gentleman pig in a suit.
Good day, sir. Top hat.
Punk.
I was just thinking this would open up some crazy people with crazy fetishes. They'd be like, I want to know what it tastes like to eat baby, and then the lab will make baby.
Didn't we talk about this last time?
No, we just talked about.
I don't think so. I don't think we talked about this last time. This is
We-
this is as ridiculous of a conversation as we were had when Yasin's like, I want to eat baby. I want to taste like baby. And we're entertaining the thought.
That's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to want to know what it feels like, what it tastes like to eat something that's crazy.
Mass producing baby, man.
Well,
What at this point, like dinosaur, immediately.
very low muscle
T-Rex.
tone on the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like veal.
Very low muscle
Baby
tone.
cow good. Baby goat good. Baby baby. Huh?
Pretty good.
Here, listen. That's a Pandora's box I don't want to open. What if I fall in love with the taste of baby meat? Can't help
And
myself.
then all of a sudden, like the infrastructure for this type of thing crashes, and now you're.
and they're like discontinuing baby meat, and you're looking at baby. You're like, hey, your baby's really cute. Delicious. Just mouth-wateringly cute. Your baby is. That's just like I'm never bringing my baby over.
Nope, never bringing my baby over.
Yeah, it's funny
happen.
because like
So I will take every opportunity to chew on my baby's leg. Like just
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, immediately I'm writing this off as I guess something new dads say because I think it's okay to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that disappear once you have a kid. Like the sort of the curtains of formality fall away
I can
in
imagine.
a lot of ways.
Right.
Talking about poop.
Because the curtain of formality was the only thing that was stopping you from nomming
Right.
on baby thighs.
I want to know that baby's side. I cannot. The curtain of formality is before me.
Can't wait to have a baby of my own so I can do this.
No.
Jeez. I remember the first time I met Asad and he was doing these stupid questions. I knew everything was off the table where he's like, would you rather push your mom down a flight of stairs or sweat fingernails. And I was like, this guy doesn't give about shit. Like, his dad was right beside him. And I was like, why are you asking? You're talking about his wife. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me you're gnawing on your baby's leg.
No. And sometimes Farina will catch me doing it. She's like, please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't eat our baby. It took me a while to make
we don't know the repercussions of this type of action.
You're like, you're upsetting your child.
Yeah. I'd be pissed if, like, Farina would be like, you know, I made that. I've been making that for 9 months. Don't eat that leg. And you'd be like, ooh.
You can make another one.
No. I feel like, I remember Austin Powers when Dr. Evil had that clone kitten cat that was hairless, and he was like, just a nibble. Just want to nibble? Just a little bit. It's like, no. It's like that with your baby.
It is. I'm sure if when you have babies in your life that you feel really close to, you'll feel the same. You're just like, I want to eat you.
Okay.
I want to chew.
Yasin just nods at me. I'm like, it's like, are you sure?
I think I was reading an article, something along the lines of like, what is it about when people see something that's incredibly cute that you want to eat it? There is a correlation.
It's not just me, right?
Like, there is a correlation
God.
between those two types of feeling. However, the article, from what I remember, was something more specific to like women feeling that way. But
okay,
hey man,
what's up now?
You eat what you want to do.
Gay.
But the thing is that like apparently it's a thing. It's like a human thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never felt that way, dude.
I'll find this while you talk about.
I'm not saying you're a liar. You don't have to prove it to me.
Yeah.
But other than like, oh, that burger looks adorable. Like, there's nothing unedible that I'm like, oh, I wish it was in me. Like, I see puppies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just want to pet a puppy.
Yeah, I want to pet a puppy from a distance. Scared of them.
Yeah, I remember this.
My building has over 100 dogs.
You've counted.
No, they told me when I was moving in. I'm not just counting people's dogs, man.
He's outside with one of those clickers.
Clickers, like, 1, 2, 3. That one's small. 2.5.
He's like, crap, this one only goes to 99.
Yeah.
Rolls over.
There's one lady that does not put her dog on a leash, and she just walks him around the building. And I actually had to tell her, I'm like, hey, you should put your dog on a leash. And she goes, he's well behaved. And I was like,
and then would you drop a freestyle on her?
If I could just take a shit on the floor, I would have, just to be like, I don't know. I was so angry because her dog isn't well behaved. It peed in the elevator. And I know a leash doesn't stop it, but her dog's an asshole. And she's an asshole. Anyways, we'll talk about this later.
You want to shout out her name or anything?
It's just Asian lady that I don't like. I don't know her name.
You want to shout out her apartment number?
I think she's on the 9th floor. It's just fine.
I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's
what website,
Scientific
though?
American.
Oh, so
yeah, Scientific American. Why do we want to bite cute things like adorable newborn babies?
Who's it written by?
It's written by Emmy Poltrack.
Don't trust her.
Yeah.
Well, it's in Scientific American, so you can have a look and go read that article. But essentially, there's a thing about it.
It's scientifically proven you're gonna want to eat your baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Challenge you.
They
I
smell
challenge
so
you.
good, and they're tender.
They are tender.
Right.
They are tender.
I'm still on the synthetic
meat.
Yeah,
tip.
because I am rather hungry.
Well, that's how that goes, man. I wouldn't mind some
That's the Ramadan for you.
That's the Ramadan.
I was just at the grocery store.
Yes.
Okay.
Grocery shopping for this, which first of all is a bad idea during Ramadan.
Yeah, because everything looks good.
Everything looks good. You're like
buying celery, celery.
I really want this zucchini. And I was like, I hate zucchini. Why am I buying zucchini?
That's interesting.
But what's like when you ask grocery boys, and I know this is like a hard, being a grocery boy is not an easy job. Like you got to stock, you got to know where things are. When you ask them, they always know where something is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll always give you an answer.
When I was there.
They'll always give you an answer. Sometimes I feel like though they're just like if they don't know, like there's like some grocery boy rule that you just say aisle 7.
Yeah. Something far away from where they are.
Yeah.
Where are we now? 2? It's on 37. You're like, your thing only goes up to 9. Just go away, dude. Just go away.
I feel like there's like in grocery boy training, they're taught to never not know the answer or never let on that they don't know the answer. They're supposed to just say an aisle number.
No, you
go to that aisle and you're like, this is tinfoil. I don't need tinfoil. I don't know.
You ever been to like a store and it has an international section?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the international. Like even Walmart has an international section in their grocery store.
That's where you get good sriracha. That's where you can get your Tim Tams.
I feel like they should have different speakers above that aisle
For music?
with different music playing.
It's like mariachi music.
Mariachi music or like samba. You walk in there.
You're like, I want salsa. Immediately you'll want salsa. Even if you don't like salsa, you're like, I want salsa.
What would be like for the international sections? You know what you're gonna get, the type of music you're gonna get, but there's so much generic white sections.
Yeah.
What would you, for example?
Yeah.
The pop and chip aisle, which is the aisle that they give all noob grocery boys.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't mess that up. Everything's huge. You don't have to.
When I worked at Loblaws, that's the one they give you first.
Pop and chip.
Pop and chip.
But I mean, if
it gets
you drop
depleted
a case of pop, like that thing's exploding. Like that's hazardous. Nothing
Yeah,
else
but-
in the store explodes like a case of pop.
Yeah, but it's also heavy and no one else wants to do it. So they give it to
Who's
you.
dropping cases of pop though? Seriously.
Oh,
guy.
the way how they like, because they'll get a guy. He's on the top picking up the stock from the top,
Right.
And he doesn't walk down the stairs and hand it to you.
Just chucking
he's
it
supposed
at
to do.
you?
Yeah, he just throws it at you, and then you gotta catch it. I got pretty good at catching like 12 packs.
Yeah, that's the thing. I worked at Walmart for 2 years, night shift, so you're stocking the whole time. I had never seen something pop related pop.
No.
No?
See, those things are built to last.
What
pop.
would be the music for the chip and pop aisle?
Yacht rock.
I have no idea
What
what,
does that
is.
mean?
Yacht rock. Like 80s rock that is like
That's played on a yacht?
Yeah, like the type of thing you'd hear on the coast on a boat. You're wearing your Sperry's. You've got
Bryan
like
Adams?
got like your yellow shorts on. Your
That took him no time to come up with that, and I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
Yacht rock. I'm like, people on a yacht like rock? I didn't even realize that was a thing.
channel 311 on Sirius XM.
Okay.
Oh, channel 311. 311 is the police code for indecent exposure. So it's interesting that you said that.
Is it?
Wait,
Yeah.
no, hold on. I am filled with questions.
What?
Number one, why do you know police codes? And more specifically, why do you know that one?
So the reason I know police codes is because for a small brief time I had a police scanner and I didn't know what to make of it. So I like Googled the interesting ones.
Yes.
And that one I was like, if I hear that, I'm going where it's at just to see what's happening. There's like a naked guy running around and someone's got to catch him. Just go watch.
You're just sitting there just waiting for that 311.
There's
right?
got to be a code for people who stalk indecent exposers.
Yeah, there's a 312. It's like
312.
one step worse. You're like, oh shit, I'm a 312. There's a code for me. And there's a band called 311. And yeah, so I learned through that. Going back to yacht rock.
Like the Phil Collins, the Steely Dans.
Okay.
The Your Kiss,
Summer of
Your
69,
Kiss
that thing.
is on my list. You know the one? No.
8375309.
The stuff that you listen to at dentists.
So this is interesting.
No, not Dentist. Dentist is soft rock. That's
Yeah,
different.
that's true. That's a little
like
bit
don't
different. That's
don't
Michael
get them
Bolton.
confused, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get them confused.
Don't get it
please.
twisted.
Sorry. Sounds all white to me.
Please.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna be at the dentist wanting pop. Yasin, do you want that? You getting me pop at the dentist?
All right, what are they playing in the ice cream aisle then? What aisle has the hip hop? What aisle are you hanging out in and you're like, yeah.
Jeez, probably nothing because they're afraid of attracting like people.
And
That are-
very racist.
Yeah.
Very racist
Here, I'll
option
tell you-
is what I got.
I'll tell you this.
My head went. Yeah.
I'll tell you this. When I worked at Walmart for 2 years here in Oakville, Ontario, from 11 at night to 7 in the morning, I realized the radio station was controlled by the state of Alabama because it was a national radio station controlled from Alabama. So everything was like ABBA, like, and no joke. And it's so quiet at nighttime.
ABBA makes me happy though.
ABBA was really good.
Yeah.
Fernando. But the thing about ABBA is that, first off, ABBA's awesome. The whole North America is just getting Alabama's flavor of what people should listen to. And it was rough. It's rough being in Canada, not being able to avoid the South. Like,
Really?
It makes you feel dirty.
Why?
Because it's just sweet home Alabama 6 times an hour. And no joke, I could have sworn it came on once right after it came on.
What does the DJ say? Like, that was Sweet Home Alabama. And coming up next.
I know.
By special request.
I know.
Sweet Home Alabama.
No, it was weird, man. Walmart is a weird place.
Walmart is a weird place.
People shouldn't work at Walmart.
Why?
The weirdest thing about Walmart was that there were lifers. There were people who worked at this Walmart for ever since Woolco became Walmart.
Yeah.
And those people would lose their mind at the night shift. I saw one lady, her name was Patricia. I worked in the foods aisle. I was a great stalker. Shout out to Patricia. You may not be alive. Rest in peace. She used to work the can section, and I remember a can of... I was stalking something, and she was like 20 feet over, and a can of Chef Boyardee fell from her hand. And I looked over because something fell, and Patricia goes, "Where the fuck are you going?" And she, as the can is rolling away, and she cursed at it. And she picked it up with like, like she was pissed about it. She looked at it and put it up, and I left. I was like,
she's like, Chef Boyardee, more like bitch Boyardee.
She was pissed at the can of Chef Boyardee.
Hey man, you would be pissed at about a bunch of things if you were doing night shift for the rest of your life.
You ain't doing something right.
Yeah.
The cool thing was they would all steal. They would all like be stalking Kit Kat and then just open up a can of Kit Kats and just start eating it as they're stalking it.
Yeah.
I think that's par for the course, right?
Par for the
I
course,
worked at Business Depot.
Did you eat the paper?
What'd you do?
And it was the same.
And just stealing paper.
Because you used to eat paper.
Yeah. But no, I did not eat the paper. I was not like
for the reams.
gunning for paper. That's supposed to...
You know Fahad?
Yeah.
He was on our ayahuasca podcast. This guy used to work at McDonald's, and I was telling like random things people used to see at Walmart. He's like, you know what we used to do? I'm like, tell me. He's like, we would get a box of fish fillet out of the freezer, and somebody would come into a drive-thru that we knew and would give them a whole box.
Just a whole box.
And I was like, and then what would they do with that? Because you can't just fish fillet at home. He's like, we try. And I was like, this is the stupidest.
We try.
I thought that was the funniest thing. Like you stole something you can't even... The coolest thing I ever saw at Walmart was when new PlayStations were released, and I saw a dude throw 7 or 8 of them in the dumpster, and then
pick them up later.
And I was just like, that is... And then he got fired, and he was cool with it.
Because he just made like $2,000.
Just made like a few $1,000.
All right, let's go around the room. What was the craziest thing that you stole?
I never stole... I stole a Axe body spray, because I got sweaty. I didn't take it home. I just sprayed myself, and then I put it in my spot.
Sprayed the spray, just like the amount that you used.
But it was the same spray each time. Like you'd put it in
I kept it in the special because I didn't want somebody to buy a half-used can.
Okay. All
right, yeah, I'm not great at stealing things. So I would put it like somewhere where I'm like, yeah, that's mine now. And then my boss caught me and almost got fired. They're like, hey, we caught you on video. And you took a can of Axe body spray. And then I was like, no, come with me. I was like, see, it's right here. Never took it out of the store. He's like,
"That's
you never took it?" And I was like, "No, keep it here." And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I work so hard, start sweating." And he was like, "Oh."
He wasn't ready for that.
He wasn't ready for any of that.
He's like flipping through the manual. He's like,
shit, this guy's not stealing at all. He's working so hard, he's sweating.
What do I do with this?
What'd you steal? A baby.
So I went through.
It was so cute. I had to do it.
I stole an aquarium in grade 6.
What the hell? Huh?
I was not ready for that.
And then I went back and I stole the gravel. And then I sold it.
This guy's gonna make a house brick by brick and like steal a brick a day. It's a 30-year plan, 30-year amortization, 30-year plan to make a house.
He's like reverse Andy Dufresne.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was in school. They had an aquarium in the staff room or the equipment room or whatever it was.
Jeez.
And I'm like, that would be cool.
You just took it home. Like you just
that would be
put
cool.
it on your arm.
I'm taking it.
And walked away with it.
No, you take it and then you stash it like a place that's further out. Like close to the stairs or something like that, and then you wait, and then you take it and you grab it and you walk it down a little bit more. You stash it somewhere else. You walk away.
Wow, this is like a multi-day plan.
And you just keep doing it.
This is like Ocean's 11.
Right. What's the plan? 1 foot at a time.
And until you are outside.
I stole a car stereo by installing it in my car and driving away.
What? Tell me again.
I used to work at a store at a place that like we used to soup up cars and install stereo.
So you brought your car in?
I brought my car in, and like there's this one stereo that had been like lying around for a while.
Right, that's how you justify it to yourself.
Brand new.
Right.
But it just been lying around, like ignored.
Right.
Like a nice Clarion.
Yeah,
or
nobody else
Sony
wants to steal it.
Is it one of those like single din?
Yeah, but it was like flip up
with the flip screen.
That was a thing for a while.
Yeah. So and my car was a 1985 Reliant K car. Like I put Clarion speakers in the back, which I did pay for.
Right.
And then the stereo, I was like, I could use a new stereo.
Right.
No one's using that. So I figured out how to craft a bracket for it, put the thing in, and like it took my old one out, and then drove away that evening. And like I was still working at the place. And a couple days later, I parked at the GO station.
Yeah.
And someone broke into the car and stole the stereo.
That is hilarious.
That is immediately balancing you out.
That is karma coming.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
So I went back and put in another one.
That's so funny. I used to work under the table. My first job was at a Baskin Robbins. And when you're working anywhere in Texas, you're competing with the illegal immigrants, right? So this job, it's totally under the table. And he's like, the guy was Korean. He was like, I'll pay you $5 an hour. And I was like, $5.25. And he was like, no. And I was like,
$5 it is.
$5 it is. But when you do that, I'm going to eat all your ice cream when you're not there. So
You're going to risk diabetes, but you're still going to do it out of principle.
That extra quarter would have saved him so much
Oh,
inventory.
I know. Yeah. Because then I felt good about it. I was like, yeah, you owe me money. You owe me
Yeah.
$1 every hour, $1 every 4 hours I work. But I used to eat so much strawberry shortcake.
Was that your favorite choice?
That's my favorite choice. Yeah.
Even now?
It's varied now. So I realized that I was safety first. When I was working there, I would only eat like 2 flavors because I loved them. And now I'm like, oh, what's new? What haven't I tried? Now I try everything.
You're like, let me try this lavender and garlic flavor.
Yeah, I'll do some weird stuff now. We'll go for some gelato, and I'll like put that coconut on a something like I had ginger ice cream.
Yeah.
Tastes like ginger
On Queen Street?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where on Queen Street?
No,
Street.
I don't know the place, but
Sweet Jesus?
yeah.
Any good?
Dude, Sweet Jesus
Overrated.
has servings. Take your family. Because they will charge you $8 for a scoop of like a serving, but yeah, it's ridiculous.
But like a family of 4 could eat off of it.
Yeah, you always see like couples go there, and it's trouble.
Every time I've driven by, there's been a lineup.
Yeah, it's not worth.
It's not worth
but
it,
it's good ice cream. It's not bad. It's just not worth a lineup. I don't know what is.
I think
worth a lineup.
there's better ice cream in the city.
Please tell me.
Bang Bang.
Bang Bang is good.
Bang Bang is exceptional.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that the
okay.
one with the cookie where they make the cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a good Bang
man, I like cookie sandwiches.
You
Ice
can
cream.
get,
They
but
make
don't
the
get
cookie
don't.
in-house.
I mean, like their cookie ice cream sandwiches are very good, but their bubble waffle cone is where it's at.
Bubble waffle cone.
Do the bubble waffle cone, the Hong Kong waffle,
All right.
and get the raspberry lychee rose water
Are you serious? That sounds
the-
so brown.
and the orange cardamom. Yeah, it just got browner.
and a lychee.
Would you cardamom?
Yeah.
Cardamom, yeah.
You're just getting a faluda at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
At some point, you're getting a faluda. They just know when you come in, it's like, oh, it's that thing. No, it's a faluda, but let's call it this.
Yeah, give me that thing from Royal Pond here.
You
just
get
give it to
those nitrogen ice creams ever?
him. Yeah,
Those are interesting. You've seen these? They have like a nitrogen container. It just looks like something's gonna explode. And this ice cream has this like friggin' smoke coming off of it. It's pretty dope.
So it's just really cold.
It's really cold. It's good too. Or they have the charcoal cones on Queen Street.
yeah. I'm not a fan of those.
Charcoal ice cream. It's black.
I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of those.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
Dolce Gelato in
Yeah?
Kensington.
Oh,
It's also very good.
I'd be down with that.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that.
And like
too.
the classic dairy cream on Lakeshore.
man, I freaking like that place.
Yeah, like
So good.
it's in the summertime. It just makes you feel young again.
Yep.
There's something about ice cream that just makes you feel young again.
That's
no
true.
matter where you have it or when you have it. You're just
Yeah,
like,
that
I
ice
feel like
experience.
a
Every
child.
time I go to especially dairy cream,
Yeah.
it almost makes me feel a little bit like I'm in an Archie comic.
Yes. Thank you. That's Pop's
Yeah.
shop
Pops.
right there.
People going to the ice cream parlor.
And I like it. I
Where's
like
Jughead?
it. Especially when it's really hot outside and it's at nighttime. Everyone pulls in. People like open up their trunks and they sit on the back of their car while they eat. It's good.
And
I like it.
they're heading down to the sock hop after this.
What?
It's 50s. I don't know.
Okay.
50s references.
All right. No, I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, also known as a club.
You guys ever been to in the States Sonics?
Yes.
Sonics is
I went this time.
nice.
in
So
Houston.
Sonics is different, right? What Sonics does for you is it's not a drive-through, it's a drive-in.
Okay.
So there's tons of these spots,
Yeah.
and at every spot there's like a menu and a thing you can push, and a lady will come on rollerblades. If you're in the ghetto, she walking. She ain't on rollerblades because she weighed 200 pounds. And but if you're in the nice part, they're on rollerblades, and they come over, they get your order. They always have a ponytail. It's from the 50s. It feels like they're from the 50s.
right.
It's like a series of toll booths.
Yeah, it's like tow booths.
With people on roller skates that come out to give you your food.
And you always get a shake. They were like, you got to get a shake with your burger and fries and onion rings. Very big on onion rings for some reason.
Okay.
And they give you like a nice shake or a slushy. It's pretty cool. It's a cool experience, except when you're in the ghetto, because you don't feel like you're in the 50s. You feel like you're sitting still in the ghetto, which feels dangerous. Because honestly, the whole time I'm sitting there.
At the very least, you're like, I would rather be a moving target.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Where I'm like, somebody's looking at me and they know I have food. This is already trouble.
But see, what upsets me is that every time I come back from the U.S., I am really upset here for our lack of choice. Like consumer choice here is not the same as it is down there, right? Like we don't have a place like that. Where would you go to find a place where you can drive in and a person on roller skates is going to bring you your 3,000 calorie meal?
Nowhere.
So you can eat in the car? I'm glad that doesn't happen here.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that's you, boo-boo.
Yeah, like,
that's you with your nice cars. It's always clean. You burp in Yasin cars. He looks at you and he lowers your window.
Don't want that
Can you
to
blow
settle.
that out?
I don't want that to settle in the upholstery.
I've sprayed my mouth spray in my mouth, and he's looked at me funny, like, that could have gone anywhere. Like,
the mist can touch the windows, and then
oh no,
and then
what would you do?
And the value of your.
I found a 3-week-old cucumber under my seat yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, something in this car smells, Farina. We had the baby out on the weekend.
Can't blame it on the baby.
And we were like, did she poop? And they're like, no, that's not.
Smells like rotten
That's not
vegetables.
her. And so then Farina like investigated when we stopped. She pulled out a cucumber that was by this time white.
Was it in the plastic?
White.
Was
it was still in the plastic, but it's stabbed.
You know how you get that individually wrapped cucumber?
Yeah.
That's perfect when that goes bad. It becomes liquid in there.
Yeah.
And you're like,
you shake it around, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a slushy. Gross. Yeah, at that point it's a slushy. I was at my buddy's house. I sat down. I was like, ugh. I got up and there was a pineapple under his shirt. And it was bad. And I was like, bro. He's like, bro, you found it. And I was like, what do you mean? This is crazy.
Your friend is an animal.
Yeah.
So much of that story didn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Pineapple under his shirt. Like, so his shirt was sitting on the chair?
His shirt was on the couch amongst lots of other clothes. But apparently the clothes were on a pineapple. It makes perfect sense to me. Depends on your slob level, buddy.
I feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like, all right, I'm reassessing my
life, all of it.
my 5 people circle.
Yeah,
Your 5 people circle.
My 5 people circle is now dropped to 4. I'm not even waiting for me to find a replacement.
Right.
At this point, I'm just going to work on a deficit.
I'm gonna drop this guy. I feel like you just need to go to rehab, and they're gonna like, what do you have an addiction to? Like, I just need to get my life together. You don't understand.
I've fallen apart. I'm off the wagon.
I lost a pineapple for 2 weeks. There were flies. I don't know where they were coming from. I've had that in the house where I didn't know where flies were coming from, and we had to me and my brother are playing the game, find the fruit before mom gets home. It's a Saturday, and we know there's fruit flies in the house, and they're obviously fruit flies. I don't know where it's not like, I don't know how they appear, but it's not like there were some fruit flies and then a lot. It's just like all of a sudden you have a lot of fruit flies.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's like, are they baked into rotting fruit? Like, I don't know how they get into...
Did they just show up?
Yeah. Who sent them the invitation?
Right. Like,
Okay, so this is the weirdest thing.
okay. Out of all the whole conversation we've had, we're just eating babies, grown pork.
Yeah. Now we reach the weirdest part.
Okay,
Tell me.
Go on.
So here's
the crescendo.
So here's the thing, right? You're trying to figure out where it is. You think that the fruit flies are just baked into the fruit, and if it happens to go bad, they exist, and if it doesn't, they don't show up, right?
Yeah.
So back in the day when I was a kid, very young, my parents used to plant stuff in the backyard. We had broccoli, and now broccoli used to have a lot of caterpillars on it, and so I would pick up the caterpillars and I would put it in like a big.
In the aquarium that you stole.
No, I didn't. I gave it to someone else. Anyway, so I would put all the caterpillars in this jar, and then I would put like food and stuff like that, and then just wait until they become cocoons. Oh. So it's kind of cool to like watch that whole process, right? The thing is, and this is like after everything has gone in, it's a very enclosed environment, right? Nothing gets in, nothing comes out. And then eventually, I was looking at all the cocoons, and then there was just one fly that seemed to have birthed from the poop of the caterpillars.
Damn.
And that's some crazy stuff.
That's pretty interesting.
Because, like, where did the fly come from?
Yeah.
And I know the fly didn't just fly in there, so I feel like it got generated out of the poop of the caterpillars.
Wouldn't that be something?
This has been bothering you since you were like 6 years
A
old.
very long time, and no one has. I haven't been able to figure
What
out.
if
this
that's
answer.
how flies are made?
Just from poop.
Flies aren't made from like fly procreation. It's just caterpillar poop. As flies, like, whoa, these things broke the mold. That's not even asexual. I don't know what that is.
That's poop sexual.
That's poop sexual. Don't say that again. I don't like that. I don't like the word poop and sexual in the same. Sounds like a fetish I don't want to hear about
Well, yeah, you're hearing
or
about
smell about.
it. Nah.
Sorry. You know what the funny thing is? We're trying to find fruit flies and where they came from. You try to follow the fruit flies. Extremely unorganized bunch. You can just follow them all day and not find the fruit.
They're just wandering, man.
Yeah.
They have no sense of direction.
And they die real quickly. They're just like born out of fruit and like I don't
They
know
have
what
like a
do.
1 day. It's a 1 day life
it's a
cycle.
short life cycle.
Yeah, that's the way to live, man.
Anywho.
I remember in undergrad we had we once bought a box of croissants, and we put it up on the top shelf, and this was like in October.
I forgot about it.
We forgot about it. April came around. We're moving out.
Yo, none of your friends are fat.
Fat people don't forget. They can smell things.
I'm talking about me. If I put croissants anywhere, I'm gonna find that shit.
We pulled it down, and we're like, "Oh, what was this? We don't even know." The only reason we knew it was croissants is because the sticker was still on it, and it was just like it looked like Fern Gully, the last rainforest inside this little like plastic biodome.
Yo, it is cool looking at that sometime.
Yes,
Sometimes you do like imagine,
I swear, I thought I saw a pterodactyl, like a mini pterodactyl flying through.
It's like a little biodome. You're like, oh, it's the movie Evolution. Yeah. Remember that movie with Fox Mulder, David Duchovny?
No,
Oh man, David Duchovny was in this movie called Evolution.
really?
And basically, he was either a journalist or a scientist. And underground, they found a pocket that was like hidden from time. And then they broke into it. And soon as oxygen got in there, these things started evolving really quickly. And they were just...
That sounds like a really cool concept.
It's a really cool concept for a movie that you would love if you're baked all the time, which I wasn't. But it was still very enjoyable.
Also, David Duchovny.
Yo, that guy has longevity.
Yeah,
No?
he does.
Like, I will say, it's impressive.
He does not age.
No, that's true.
I want to know his secret. Maybe it's eating babies.
Sorry, was that loud enough for me to say?
Would you say?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing.
We'll stick with eating babies. It's better.
Yeah, I know. We'll go with that. We will go with that.
Yo,
Yeah.
this Drake beef.
Speaking about beef, this Drake beef.
This Drake beef.
Speaking of baby,
We already missed the segue. Shit.
speaking of baby meat, this Drake beef. Get it?
Okay. All right.
No.
Because Drake is baby meat currently right now. He's getting bodied.
Is he though?
Yes.
Okay.
I
I'll go
believe
with
so.
you.
I believe so.
I'm gonna defer to you guys.
Pusha T releases his first shots
I
called
thought Pusha T
Infrared.
was mean.
Infrared.
That was meaner.
Oh,
that's all.
And then Drake comes back, and then it was like, oh, it's pretty good. He
What
even
is
had
it-
like a reaction
What
video.
is a duppy?
It's apparently something like from Jamaican culture. That's all I got. I read the
Something
title,
from Jamaican culture.
the headline, and after I forgot to click on it. So Syed will help us out on that.
I will look it up.
So the Drake response seemed to be pretty good. There was even like videos of like Snoop Dogg smoking weed, listening to it, and then nodding with approval towards his own cell phone camera. So if he liked it, it wasn't bad. But the thing is that
the
Elton.
Siskel and Ebert of rap.
But the thing is that
I give it
he was
2 joints up.
he's talking about how like you're not talented. All right, fair enough. You don't make as much money as I do. All right, fair enough. But that was it, really. It wasn't some hardcore stuff that
He called him an approachable dude, which I thought was really funny.
I thought it was
that was funny too.
I giggled. You're an approachable dude. And I was like,
Duppy is a word from Jamaican origins meaning ghost or spirit. It is both singular and plural. Much of the Caribbean folklore revolves around Duppy. Duppy is generally regarded as a malevolent spirit.
I guess because the accusations of him having ghostwriters, so that kind of falls into it.
Under that is a video saying Jamaican boy attacked by Duppy, which is scary.
that's a video we got to watch later.
Yeah, sure.
So there's that. And then Pusha T released something that was absolutely freaking brutal.
Story of Adidon.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's the deal. Not only he didn't take just shots. What he did was he exposed. That's the thing over here.
Start talking about his mom.
Because wait,
It was
baby mama.
It was investigative journalism.
Yeah, it's exactly it. That guy went through that was a lot of back end research.
He had to find 3 sources for each item in the story.
Your dad left you and your mama when you were 5. I was like,
and then you're doing the same thing to your current son. Oh, by the way, yes, we know you have a son, and his name is Adonis. Which again, because I'm fasting, really hungry, I want to drop by Adonis, get that chicken. But and Adonis, and apparently he already knew that Drake allegedly was going to like announce that he has a kid simultaneously with like a promo thing that he was working with Adidas. That's why he threw in that thing about like 3 stripes, Adidas,
really?
That type of thing. So apparently he knows about that. That's happening allegedly, and he knows about the baby mama, which, by the way, is interesting because there's pictures of Drake and the girl like having dinner together like 9 months before you get like the pictures of her of her posting on Instagram of her like full belly about to pop. And like someone went around, looked like there was a lot of research done. Even just the image of the video is an image of young Drake in blackface.
Yeah.
Was that Drake?
That was Drake.
Yeah, it was Drake.
What's he doing in blackface?
Right?
I don't know. I was wondering. It's like he's like.
I thought that was Logic. It looks like Logic.
But yeah, that was Drake. So
man.
he had Pusha T had so many levels to this diss that.
And the beat that he was rapping on was the story
old Jay-Z.
It's the story of OJ,
Yeah.
which is about like the difference between being black and white.
Yeah.
And that's
Calling him out.
that's part of
Yeah.
the song too.
Damn.
People are saying that Drake can no longer say the N-word until he explains why he was in blackface.
I don't know about that. Like, is that a rule? Is that written anywhere?
I don't know what is. I'm just saying that's what they're saying, that he's given up
Like
the card.
if a person is half black, can a person who is full black be in blackface?
I think it's impossible.
I think it'd be hard to.
I mean, no, it's not.
if it's a light, yeah,
it's like
there's the light skin,
shoe polish. It's black. It's
Right,
like
right,
really
super
black.
Yeah.
And if can a person who's
It's a
half
ridiculous
black?
conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't think conversation get any more ridiculous. So sorry, your question was, can a person?
Can a black person be in blackface?
Yeah,
Yes.
like can
There's portions of Childish Gambino where he's he's playing a character of someone that wore blackface back in like whenever it was. Like even the facial expressions he was doing with like a wink or whatever, that's all like him portraying that character of blackface. So you're still gonna like creatively speaking, I feel like you're still gonna get the same effect.
right.
Right.
So can I ask you a question? Why does everyone pick on Drake so much? It kind of makes me a little bit sad. Like I feel like I'm gonna have a leave Britney alone moment.
I think Drake is like a caged deer. Like it's an easy shot. You know that guy's not really hard.
No, but he quote unquote won his last beef with Meek Mill. So
Whatever.
So that's the thing.
Because
And back to
Meek
back
Mills
was crazy.
going with Nicki Minaj. That's too much. He exposed himself.
Charged up and back to back was amazing.
But what?
Oh,
But
my
why,
worst behavior.
But why is it that everyone's just picking on him? I feel a little bad.
It's
Like
easy to pick on Drake. No, Drake
not-
shouldn't pick on nobody. I feel like.
See, that's the thing, right? Because Pusha sends out a diss. If Drake doesn't say anything, it ends right there.
Right.
Nothing happens. But Drake goes and
Drake bites.
he assembles the OVO sweatshop, gets everyone in there. No one's leaving until we put out a diss track, and he releases one. Now and not only that, his track calls out Pusha T's wife or fiance or whatever.
Right.
Which that was the thing that allowed Pusha T to like blow up his spot. I feel like if you're gonna play in the game, like if you're gonna you're gonna have to back it up.
But then, but it all comes back to like, why take shots at him in the first place? Like, why is everyone like? So it's like, I mean, there, Pusha T, Common, Joe Budden, like all these people, they pick on Drake.
Yeah.
And just generally, Drake is kind of like,
but it's obvious too.
he
though,
is
right?
he is a little corny. I get it.
It's not the corniness.
He's also the most paid, one of the most
That's the
paid
thing.
artists, and
You take a shine, but you like that guy's huge.
and
Nobody's
he's-
picking on Jay-Z though.
Yeah, but no one wants that. No one wants that
No
smoke.
one's trying to pick on Jay-Z.
No one's trying to get that smoke.
No. Drake, on the other hand, he's as commercially.
So it's because there's no retaliation. It's retaliation free. That's why.
There's just some rappers you don't friggin' go after.
I don't think you go after Jay-Z if you don't
can't
want
go
it.
after an
Like,
OG.
Yeah, I don't think you want that noise either. I feel like those are
That
the
might be
ones
real
that
noise.
those were forged in like true flames and true
Yeah.
furnace of hip
Jay-Z
hop.
will like send like Beanie Seagal after you, and then you're really screwed because Beanie don't care.
Right? If you can take shots at 50 might kill you for real.
Yeah, he might send some. He might do it himself. You know, like
Put it
he
on
doesn't
IG.
care. Like you're not going after You're not going after Ti. You're not going after Kendrick.
You're not going after Eminem.
You're definitely
But-
going. Eminem will
but
embarrass
why?
you.
But that's the thing. Like, so I mean, so you're saying is some of these rappers will legitimately retaliate. Some of them will not. Like, I can't see some of these people actually being like, "All right, my friends, please go kill that rapper."
Well, Jay-Z's not going to do that, but like, it's just not going to. You alienate yourself so much by going after one of the like godfathers of hip hop.
That's
So
actually
that's what it is.
I think to
I
some
think
people
so.
it's that.
Yeah.
Other ones you can try doing it to Eminem. Eminem is the
embarrass you.
best. Eminem is always the best when he's angry.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
His last album was horrible. When Joe Budden said that his album was horrible, then Eminem released Chloroseptic 2, and all of a sudden you're like, holy, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
he's a battle rapper.
Eminem's in a different category.
He gets angry.
But Drake. So
goes Hulk mode.
People say Drake sucks. Drake sucks. Look, I understand Drake is corny, but I think lyrically he's not bad. Like he's
all right.
He's
No, I
think
funny.
he's good. I think
He's
he's good.
creative.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's good music.
It's like even the music part aside. Like I think whether he writes it or not, he has to at least say it, and his cadence is good. His
This is what I
approach
miss.
is good. His style is good. Like there's
but-
solid. At least solid sevens across the board. Like if you're
See, the thing is that it's because he responds. That's why. If he never responds. No one really spends time trying to diss.
So all these people are picking on him to get him to in the hopes to get him to spaz out and respond.
But he actually does.
like a child on
That's
a playground.
that's the whole thing. If
is-
Drake never responded to any beef whatsoever, there would be little reason for you to ever send a diss track because he'll give you a little bit of fame, but it's never going to be a reply.
Plus, he's
The
just
whole-
richer than you. So
It's
it
good
doesn't
for
really matter.
business.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like,
It's good for
hey,
business.
how am I getting like who knew Pusha T? Like Pusha T off of this has gotten a lot of shots.
So now I'm gonna drop my my theory on this.
Go
that
ahead.
it's all part of the release cycle for both albums.
sure.
Yeah, but not if Drake gets eviscerated like this.
No, I still think that's part of the release. Like I think that all of this is
it falls into that
between
other
them.
song. I'm upset.
Yeah, like
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
I think it all falls together. Like I think this is planned in this way.
You think so?
I think that I think
Could
they had.
be.
I think if you stole their phones, it'd be like a text message conversation back and forth.
I could see that
No,
happening.
it just went too.
Some
it
like
went-
fighters.
Like he
it'd be
put out the baby mama is out. Like now he's got a
That's
kid.
true.
It's
The
too-
only- it got personal.
It's too.
No, but I think that might be part of it. Like the only thing that I cannot see as being part of it is the Noah Shabib.
Yeah,
hit.
man. Oof. He talking about how 40 is gonna die soon from MS.
Yeah.
And not only that, he says tick tick tick. He doesn't have time. That guy's
How much time you
666,
got that time? Yeah.
right? And then he calls himself like the Beast, 666. Oh, so good.
the thing I have a hard time getting excited about is back in the day, there was a legitimate chance somebody might die. It was kind of, when two sides were beefing.
Yeah.
There was real beef back in the day. You're like, oh man, I hope you go to a Source Award, they're both there, chairs are flying. Right? That was
Yeah.
a thing.
But now they don't even have Source Awards, do they?
no, they can't because chairs are flying. There's too much beef in the industry.
I mean, you know what? I get what you're saying. I understand.
I miss
but
it.
at the same time, this actually feels like a legit thing. Unless unless your
wish-
theory is up, because I feel like Kanye's thing is definitely manufactured.
Kanye's what thing?
Kanye, all of what Kanye has been doing for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, like the I am off the rails and supporting Trump thing?
yeah, all of that.
You think it's all manufactured?
Yeah, because his album's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
I'm pretty sure that he's just a one man thing.
I think
like
it's- I think
him and the
it's-
Kardashians are like the masters of
true.
media
Let's see what happens.
manipulation.
I think it
Like,
started. I think
public
it started as like planned, and then it went off the rails
I
somewhere.
think that it's like Conor
then-
McGregor. It's just like
And then Kanye's trying to walk it back. He's like, "Oh, went too far.
Yeah.
Went too far."
I talk too much. But yeah, no,
He
that
fired
could be a
his
thing.
he fired his manager then, I guess, because like he didn't tell him.
Right,
to
it
shut
was
up.
a manager's fault. Kanye.
Yeah, same with
Calm
the-
down. Did he marry friggin' Kim Kardashian?
Same way the Raptors got rid of the coach.
That was
Come
rough.
on now.
That's another thing. Everyone picks on the Raptors too, man. It's just
Raptors
Toronto
friggin'
things.
suck, dude. They
Just
got
Toronto
swept by
things.
friggin'
We all get
LeBron.
picked on.
You don't get picked on. They get picked on because, listen,
Hey, man, if you're not gonna show up,
if you're gonna get swept,
you're just
ain't
gonna
getting picked on.
you're just gonna hit someone in the head just so
Whose
you
phone
can
is
run.
that?
That's the house phone. All
That's
right,
the
don't try
you
to
guys-
change subject. As soon as we got on you about the phone, I was like, whose phone is
Whose
that?
phone is that? You guys have a legit ringing.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, with a real bell. Yeah.
Does it have like an actual phone with a cord attached to
Yeah.
it? Oh my god, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah.
It has like it's a cord phone.
Oh, it's the one where you like when you pick up,
Hold
it's
it.
heavy.
Yeah.
Like
If you hit someone with it.
Is it rotary?
No, we used to have a rotary. We used to have a rotary one. But
Would a rotary phone even still work?
yeah, it did. We it
Like
was
on a
it
modern
would.
network.
yeah, it
As
worked.
long as it's going through a landline, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how those work.
I don't know because like my parents' phone connects to their modem now.
No, that's different. That's different. That means like you have an internet service provider that's providing you
You have voice over IP.
phone service. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's different. Well, like we have like, oh my god, there's a cramp happening. We
Get
have
up. Look at this guy's mic goes up. My shit doesn't do that. I gotta pick this whole thing up.
No, but look how smooth that was too. He's like, I got to bring the mic with me. Cramp or
Yeah.
no cramp, I got to bring the mic
Yeah.
with me.
Now he's just talking down to us.
So the as long as it runs through just the phone line, because the phone line has its own current as well. So when we lose power, phone still works. The phone still works because there's just a little bit of current that runs through the phone line that powers regular landline phones.
This conversation got real domestic real quick. Telling me about power lines.
Hey man, it ebbs and flows. We can't always be talking about eating babies.
Yeah. This is what I know you were gonna be like. Hey, we got to talk about Ramadan a little bit, so we can. It's gonna be the baby eating podcast. I think that overshadows it all.
That's pretty much it.
What'd you guys collect when you were young?
Pogs, marbles.
Pogs, marbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had basketball cards. I had baseball cards.
Marvel
Basketball
cards.
too.
I didn't have Marvel cards. That sounds interesting.
I found I used to collect.
I had Hot Wheels. I used to collect Hot Wheels. That was
I
fun.
didn't do that.
I didn't have the Hot Wheels.
I
I did the cards. I used to collect rocks. Do you guys collect rocks?
How poor were you? It's like, Mom, can I get these cards? Pick up those rocks, I said, and you be happy with them. You collect them. I'm like, oh shit.
I wasn't allowed action figures because they were idols.
Right.
Really?
I could see that.
Wow.
Totally see that.
I did stamps too.
I collected.
What? Wait, hold on.
Stamps.
Oh, were you a 50-year-old man? Like, what were you doing?
I watched Tommy Tricker in the Stamp Traveler once, and I was like, "That's it. I'm collecting stamps. Maybe one day I will get sucked into one and travel the world."
Whoa.
Wow.
That was my thought process.
Well, if your mom tells you to collect rocks, yeah, you totally wish you could.
You're
travel
like
the world
stamps
too.
is an upgrade.
I used to collect idols. Just pagan idols. Can you imagine? Old school. Sorry.
I mean, like I'm sure we all had a collection of like audio cassettes and CDs and stuff.
No.
I had
not really.
cassettes, but I only.
I
had,
don't think you're collecting
only-
cassettes at that point.
I only had like a few because the thing is that music at the time,
It was also haram,
super haram,
right?
right? And so the only way that I would be able to get music would be for me to
sheets.
like steal a cassette from my dad,
Yeah.
like a blank cassette. Which, by the way, he used to have high speed dubbing.
Right.
Right? We would listen to a lecture from a Master Tariq. He would buy that one and then high speed dub it as a
Right.
backup.
Yeah.
So he'd have a backup version
Yeah.
of that lecture.
Yeah, or he would give it to friends or stuff. He was always
Yeah, it
just
was
handing
new.
out.
This is a mixtape.
You know, it's like, oh, did someone die in your family recently?
Here's a tape.
I got a
Here's a
cassette
tape
for
for
that.
you. I got the
I got a
cassette for
it.
that.
So anyway, so I would take a cassette and I would go to a friend and be like, hey, listen, can you just record that CD onto this cassette on the weekend, please? Thank you. I'll buy you some food, whatever. That's how I would get it. But it was very limited.
And you were really
it was
hoping
like-
that your friend would not listen to the tape before they.
No,
dubbed
they're
it
blank.
over.
They're blank. But like, you know, you had to take what you could get, right? So I got like Erica Badu.
Hey, that's not a bad get.
That's good, right? That's
good.
And then I would get Aqua.
Who didn't?
Then I would
Hey,
get
listen, Aqua was huge, man. You can't judge people for Aqua. That was a time. That was a
Favorite
time and a place.
favorite Aqua song?
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Dr.
Good
Jones
call.
calling Dr.
Wow.
Jones saying. Anyways, keep going. Sorry.
or you know, Backstreet Boys. Right? But you
okay.
just take
Alright,
what you can get.
Yeah.
Right.
I see
Just
what
take
you're
what
saying.
you can get.
Yeah, you just take what your confused ass can do
Right.
with Aqua and Backstreet Boys. What's happening?
And then I got Chronic 2001.
Oh,
Dr. Dre.
and life changed.
Yeah, and then that was it. I was like, first of all, I didn't know that people swore that much. And then second of all, I didn't know that people were so open about people's sex lives. It was like, this is literally, it's happening like on the track. It sounds like it's happening on the track. It was just so much for my virgin ears to take in. But eventually it turned out to be like my favorite album of all time. Still one of my favorite albums of all time.
That's pretty cool.
I remember the first cassette I ever bought was Apache Indian Don Raja.
Dang.
And I was at my parents' house yesterday and I found it.
Wow.
And I brought it here today. No joke. I didn't think you had a cassette player. Otherwise,
we have several.
Do you? Oh, I wish I'd brought it. I sent Hashim a picture of it.
There's one downstairs. There's two upstairs.
They have a phone with a cord. You don't think they have a cassette player?
Hashim was bidding on things on eBay, and I sent him a picture of this, and I was like, "How much would this go for?" He's like, "Too much.
Jeez. You hold on to that. You give that to your daughter.
I'm not yet.
In her jahaz.
I still have my Panasonic Walkman.
Like I could sell that tape now and like buy a house in Houston.
Yeah, man. No, that's probably true. The houses are dirt cheap in Houston. No one's trying to get to Houston.
Man.
Apache Indian, and he's got he's on the cover. You know.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm
Apache.
talking about.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we should call it.
Yeah, we gotta call it.
I gotta fry some samosas.
What?
Yeah.
Beef?
This is gonna be the first time that we're gonna be doing any fried food during this Ramadan.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. No, it's not that impressive. It's just that it's just me and my dad, and we're splitting the responsibilities, and that's it.
And no one wants to deep fry.
And that's it. That's basically it.
No one wants to light the kitchen on fire by trying to deep fry.
You got anything coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm doing a stand-up set at the.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Do I look?
I was like, get in on it, son. Get in.
You know what they say? Once when you get a kid, you get like a free 15-minute material.
Yeah.
When you have a kid, material about the kid.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's all been done.
It's all been done. It's true.
Like how many times can you
have
make
to really push that envelope?
Yeah, like how many times can you make the same joke about diapers, eh?
Well, you can.
I mean, if you're gonna approach it from the point of view of eating the baby, I think you got new material.
You can grow on that.
Yeah.
Just be like, no, never mind. I was just gonna say some weird ass shit. Let me get a baby, and I'll tell you what the jokes are.
All right. Why don't you come see my baby, and then you can.
Right, and I'm gonna start making fun of your baby. And you're gonna be okay with it?
Yeah, I'll be fine with it. Baby can't understand what's going on.
All right, I'm down.
Hey man, do that. Yeah, go workshop that.
Go workshop that.
Anyway, people, thank you for listening to the podcast. Oh, before I said thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
I know
man.
It's Ramadan. It's tough to schedule those in, but it's nice. It's nice to have you on always.
My pleasure, guys. My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, people. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.